So every morning you will get your bags in all 9 for one cart. Sometimes you will have, during peak, you're going to have upwards of 25 to 30 bags, so you're going to have multiple carts. You're usually going to have about 2 to 3 carts of totes. To know, we have them labeled right here, 1 through 9, with how they should be going in order. So you will start with your top corner, which will be the first part of your bag, and the number 9 will be the end of the cart. So your first cart will be the beginning of your route, and then your third cart or your fourth cart of your totes will be the end of your route. You will start right here. How we do it is we will stack 3 high. So we start with the third one, and then we work our way with 3. So you have stack this one in the middle on top of the 3 of this one, and then you stack 1 as if this one. The steps of how the bags are ordered, we are going to go show you actually how it's done and loaded the MIPS way. A lot of questions are asked, like in the van right here, we have the shelves here, and the big question that is asked is why don't we use the shelves? Biggest answer I can have for that is when we run through peak and we're having 24 to 30 bags, you're not going to be able to fit all of the bags that you can on the shelves, plus all the oversizes you have, because you're going to run into 40, 50 oversizes. So we're trying to maximize the space that you have within the vehicle. And all the bags right here, we'll have 20 of these, so you got to think if we are able to. You want to be able to fit all the bags all up in the front, so you can maximize all the space that you have in the back for all the big oversizes you have that we have already here. And as you can see, they can range from different sizes. You can even have ones that are double the sizes of this, double the weight, and all that. So big thing here is we're trying to maximize space here. So from here, you have all your carts that you get in the morning. They will be you'll bring them all to your vans here, and they're back in the order where they should be. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And how we do it with the MIPS standard is we will stack it 3 high. So we will start from the 3, 2, and 1, because you want to stack the first part of your route first, and then you work near the end of your route. So we will start with the 3 right here. We start 3 hard, so this is going to be at the bottom, this is going to be at the middle, and this is going to be at the top of the 3 stack. So you start with your third one. You put it closest to the side door here because you want to basically remove all this space here as you're going through your route. You have the ability to walk through the side and use your side door here. So you'll start with a 3 at the bottom right here. Then you have your second one right here that you'll put on top of that, the 3. 3, and then you stack the first one right on top of that one. So how it goes is 1, 2, and 3. So you'll start right here, and then you'll work your way down, and we'll work our way open more this way. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, and then it'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We move our way to the 6 right here, and it's easier to do it like this and go right into a line. So you start with the 6, and then work your way up. Perfect. And so with this is 9 bags right here. This will be 1 full cart. The reason why we do this is, as you can see, 9 bags, and you still have all this space in the back for more totes and all the oversizes you have, versus 9 bags will take up most of your sizes if you were to use the shelves. That's why we do not use the shelves. Go over here, we'll move the 1 cart, and then we'll bring the next cart over. In this case, we don't have another cart, but we have it as if there is another cart, and then we work our way the same way, where it's 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 9, 8, 7. And put the 3 exactly where the 3 went, the same way. Perfect. And then just as with the first cart, it goes in the same order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The way that I would know that which cart goes first is on each of your carts every morning. It'll tell you your route number, and it'll tell you cart 2. And you might have 4 carts, you might have 5 carts, but you always want to put the first, second, and third carts. Like, you want to put it in order. So your first carts will go in first, and then second carts, and then third carts for totes. And as you can see in here, there's 18 bags already in here. For peak, you might expect 25 to 30 bags, so you'll have another row of 9 here, and then you still have all this space for oversizes. So when you look at it, there's not a lot of room up here. There's not a lot of room right here. So we are currently maximizing our capacity right now of what we can fit into our vehicle. Now that we have loaded all of our bags that we have for the route, we are going to work on the oversizes. What we do with oversizes, how we started with the totes and going from the beginning of the route and then working our way to the end of the route. How we're going to do our oversizes is the complete opposite. So we're going to do the end of our route, we're going to put that first in, so that the end of the last of what we put in here will be at the beginning of the route, and we can we can open up the back doors, and the first part of your route will be right in front of you. So you'll get your carts like this every morning. They'll be staged in different ways, just size, determining on the size of the boxes and all that. What I do, because you don't have a lot of time in the morning to sort anything or anything like that, so I break it down, and we have stickers like this that we have like 22.1 Bs. So what I like to do is I will put all the Bs together, and then there's Cs, Ds, and Es. We're not able to down stack and put them on the ground, so I try to keep the carts that we have just so I can sort them out. So I have the 1B right here, and then like right here there would be a 16.2 D. So I'm going to keep all the Ds together, but I'll keep that all separately like this. And this is going to help you organize and keep it all put together, because you're going to have all these packages right over here all mixed. So this is a 2D right here. I have a different letter. I got 20.2E right here. If there was another cart, I would put it on the cart. I'm not supposed to put it on the ground, but we're doing it for right now. You got a 2D right here. Alright, now that I have all of these sorted and they're separate letters right here, I will now go onto my iPhone, my itinerary, and my Flex app, and I will look at the bottom of my route, and we will be putting the end of our route in first. So I look at the bottom of our route, and I see that it's 2 Ds. So I look over here, we have Ds all in the same areas, and now that I look more specifically, because now we have the Gs right here, I will look more specifically at the 0.3, so there will be 7.1 G, 7.2 G, 7.3 G, and so now I'm looking for 7.3 Gs first. I always look for the heaviest packages, and what I'm looking for first, I want to put the heavier ones on the bottom so you don't put them on top so you're not crushing them. And then this is at the end of the route, so it's going in first. You always want to have the labels sticking out in front of you so you're not stacking them high and then searching for the ones that you need to. They will always have the labels facing out, so it's just easy to access and you're able to read them all. And then going with the same letters, same numbers. And it's kind of like Tetris. You're just putting it out there, you're trying to make it all fit. This will be all at the end of my route. All labels are facing out still. And I will always go across. Some people like to keep them in little sections. I recommend putting it all across, so your last ones are all on the bottom right here, and then you can put the ones that are before that on top. So these will be all part of the 2 Gs that I had, all in that section that I sorted them out. So these will all go near the end of my route. They're all going to be within the same tote. And from there, I will look at my itinerary, and then I will move up from the bottom and look at what's next. And that would be the 2Bs right here. And then I have all these 2Bs, and then same thing. These will be going before the ones at the end, so it doesn't, as long as they're over and not behind these, then you're going to be all right. So I got the label sticking out, and just like the bags, you want to try to maximize your space in any way possible. So because you're going to run into 30, 40, 50 oversizes where it's going to be a little bit more difficult to make it all organized. And then this is a bigger one as well, so I'm not going to want to put it something like this or something like this because you know it's going to fall over. This has a big bottom, so this is a good base to keep on the floor, so it's not going to tip or anything like that. You got a box that's a little bit heavier right here, so you're going to want to keep this one on the bottom too, so it's not crushing any other boxes. And this will be the last letters and numbers that we have in here, so this will be at the beginning of our route. So we just make sure that you have the first tote that you have, so you might have two different letters. You might have a 17.1C and then 2C. I would always make sure that you know which one is at the start of your route, so that's the last stuff that you put in. And I know that from here, our 1Cs are going out first, so I'm going to leave this to the side. And then I have a couple of 1Cs, 1C, 1C. And then it looks like that these are all 2Cs, so these will go in before these ones in. So, and then these are going to be for the beginning of your route. So some of the first bags you're going through, these are going to be a part of those. So you want these to be as close to the back door as possible, so when you need them, you will open up your doors and they will be right here. If you have if you have space like this, it's okay to put it down like this, so it's a little bit easier to reach. But for the most part, when you're stacking, putting all your oversizes in, you want to have them facing out and all that. But with 20, 25 oversizes and 18 bags, we still have room for a whole another 9 bags, 15 bags, and still a lot of oversizes. We still have all this space with all of the mid standard because we maximize space and we're not wasting anything. If we were to have these shelves out, it would take a lot of volume away, and our van would probably be full to the brim right now. So keeping it very organized, having the totes up front in the same order, because it's going to be easier later on. Everyone runs into some situation, and if you need to be swept or need to be helped out, this is easier for drivers and associates to come up to your van, know exactly what they're grabbing, picking up and scanning each barcode, and it's facing out at you, so you're not just searching for them. And then if you come to the side of the vehicle, and the reason why we load it this way specifically, and when we're needing sweeps and all that, you have this loaded specifically where you can scan each of these barcodes right here and scan. Because if you had it the other way, you won't have that barcode, and it's much harder to scan the bags and get them out, and it's just a lot of time to do it.